Hello there and welcome back, guys. So the free agency has been going for the past 6 days and pretty much all of the biggest free agents have already signed with the NHL teams. So in today's video I want to go through my top 5 free agent signings that I like the most from this offseason so far. Again, I have limited myself to choose on this list only one contract for one team, so you will not see free signings for the Nashville Predators, etc. You will see only one signing for one team. So let's just jump right into it, guys. My top contract number 5 is Jake Guentzel signing with Tampa Bay Lightning. Jake Guentzel is one of the top wingers in today's NHL. Again, he had a pretty good season this past season with Pittsburgh Penguins and Carolina Hurricanes. He scored in 67 games, 77 points, and right now he signed with Tampa Bay Lightning a contract for 7 years with an average annual value of $9 million. Again, is it a lot? Probably yes, but on the free agent market, Jake Guentzel could have easily gotten, I think, even 10 million. He is one of the best wingers in the NHL, and right now he will play with Nikita Kucherov and Braden Point probably on the top line, and he could explode with those point numbers. He can get even to, I would say, 90 point, maybe 100 point range. Who knows when he will be playing with Kucherov and Braden Point. So definitely Tampa Bay Lightning, good signing there. Jake Guentzel was probably the biggest fish on this year's free agent market, and they were able to sign him. Obviously, they lost Steven Stamkos. They had to move Mikhail Sergachev out as well, so it did come at some cost, but definitely Jake Guentzel, a good player for Tampa Bay Lightning, signed for another 7 years. I value this contract pretty good. I would give it the grade B or something along those lines. So this is my fifth best contract of this offseason. Let's move to number 4. I am choosing Tavo Toivonen, signing for the Chicago Blackhawks. Again, Connor Bedard, he has to be happy. The draft pick number 1 from the year 2023. Connor Bedard is a stud, but he really did have a pretty bad team this past season. But right now, that is changing slowly because the Chicago Blackhawks were able to sign Tavo Toivonen, 3-year deal with an average annual value of $5.4 million. I think that's reasonable money. Again, the Chicago Blackhawks, they did have a lot of cap space to spend, and they chose Tavo Toivonen. He was drafted originally by the Chicago Blackhawks as an 18th overall pick back in the draft 2012. So he's coming back to Chicago. 3-year deal again, I think pretty good value there. He played 76 games this past season with Carolina. He scored 25 goals, added 28 assists. That's an overall 53 points. And also Chicago, apart from Tavo Toivonen, they also signed Tyler Bertuzzi from Toronto. So again, probably Bertuzzi and Toivonen will be the new line mates on that first line for Connor Bedard. So Connor Bedard definitely happy, and I pretty like the signing of Tavo Toivonen on a 3-year deal for $5.4 million. Pretty good to me. Now let's go to contract number 3. So my third best contract of this offseason so far, I'm choosing Anthony Duclair, signing with the New York Islanders for a 4-year deal with an average annual value of $3.5 million. I really like this signing, guys. I think Islanders were looking for more speed, more depth scoring on that top 6, and they got it with Anthony Duclair. Again, I really like that cap hit because $3.5 million, that's the money you would usually pay your maybe third line winger, but Anthony Duclair definitely will be, I would say, in that top 2 lines. I like him. He has a lot of speed. He has a lot of scoring potential. Again, he had 24 goals and 42 points this past season playing for the San Jose Sharks, which they had absolutely miserable team, but he also then went to Tampa Bay Lightning, where he had better teammates. But Anthony Duclair, I really like his potential, especially when he will maybe play with Matthew Barzal. So if he will, click with Barzal, I think they could definitely have a great partnership, and Duclair can score maybe 50, 60 points even. Who knows? But definitely I really like that signing. $3.5 million for the 4 years. Anthony Duclair in New York Islanders. Definitely like that signing. for the Isles. Let's go to my second best signing of this offseason so far, and I am choosing Nashville Predators and the contract of Jonathan Marchand. They were able to sign him, one of the original misfits from Vegas, for 5 years with an average annual value of $5.5 million. Again, Jonathan Marchand is already 33 years old, so this contract will go all the way till he will be 38 years old, which might be a little bit of a concern for some fans of the Nashville Predators, but overall I really like this move. Again, Jonathan Marchand was able to score 42 goals this past season with the Vegas Golden Knights. He has won the trophy for the best performing player in the playoffs in 2023, so he won obviously the trophy for the best player there, and he also added 27 assists, so he had 69 points this past season with the Vegas Golden Knights. When you are considering these numbers and that he signed for 5.5 million, I really like this contract overall. Again, Marchand is happy to be playing alongside Steven Stamkos in Nashville. Again, they have played already in Tampa Bay a couple of years ago, so they are well aware of each other. They are, you know, pretty good teammates. So Marchand was saying after he signed with Nashville that he's happy to play with Steven Stamkos. I really like this signing. Jonathan Marchand for 5 years with an average annual value of 5.5 million. And let's go to my top signing of this free agency so far. I'm choosing Edmonton Oilers, and they signing Jeff Skinner for only $3 million. Very team-friendly deal for Edmonton Oilers. They're Jeff Skinner had a little bit of a down year this past season. In the 74 games, he scored 24 goals. But definitely Jeff Skinner is a huge addition on that offense for Edmonton Oilers for $3 million per season. I think that's great value for Jeff Skinner. Again, this could really help the Edmonton Oilers. Jeff Skinner could play potentially with Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl. Definitely he will slide into that top 6 role for the Edmonton Oilers, and this is important for the Oilers because this also, with the addition of Victor Arvidsson, means that the Oilers could potentially slide Ryan Nugent-Hopkins back into that third center spot, so they could definitely have once again that really strong punch in the middle with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, thanks to the addition of Jeff Skinner and Victor Arvidsson in that top 6. So I really like what the Oilers are doing this offseason, and I really like the contract of Jeff Skinner. He's, for me, the best signing of this offseason so far. So my top 5 list, guys, of the top free agent signings this offseason so far. Number 5, Jay Guentzel signing with Tampa Bay Lightning. Number 4, Tavo Toivonen signing with the Chicago Blackhawks. Number 3, Anthony Duclair signing with New York Islanders. Number 2, Jonathan Marchand signing with Nashville Predators. And number 1, Jeff Skinner signing on a very team-friendly contract with Edmonton Oilers. So that's it for today's video, guys. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me, what do you think? What are the top signings of this free agency so far? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave that like, and please subscribe, guys, if you haven't already, as we are trying to build still larger and larger community. I would really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and see you in the future videos very soon. Bye, guys.